Okay guys, let's create our first Java program in Eclipse Studio. First of all, we need to start Eclipse, and in this case we might see this welcome screen where we can choose different options, but we don't need it now. We might just close it. And here it is. This is our Eclipse, and here we go to File, New, Java Project menu. And in this window we need to specify the name of our project. Let it be first Java program, and press finish button. And this create module info Java, we don't need it, don't create, because I just wanted to make it the easiest way. And in source folder here, let's click right mouse button and choose new class. And this is very important. Here we need to specify the name of our main class of our program. Okay, let's make it main. And then don't forget to check this option, public static void main. We need it because we want to have some lines in our program. If we check this option, our Eclipse will generate some code for us, and we actually need it. Okay, now just press finish button. Okay, this is it. This is our program. And Eclipse has already generated some code for us. And this code is working right now. But first, I need to change some settings of my Eclipse because I think these letters are very small for me. So I go to Preferences and General and open Appearance and Colors and Fonts. Then we go to Basic and choose this text font and Edit button. And here I just want to change size to 16. And I like it, I think. Apply, press Apply. And now my program is much bigger. But it's not enough for me. I go to Editors and Text Editors. And in Text Editors, I just want to uncheck this Show Line Numbers option, because I don't want to see these line numbers. But if you like them, you might keep them. Actually, apply and close. Right now, I already have my program, which I like. Actually, one more thing. If I want to run my application, I just want to see the result. And in this case, I go to Window and Show View and check this console. In this case, we might see the console of our program, and right now I'm ready to create a code. Actually, our program is working already, because if we press this button, Run Main Java, it will work. Last question here, I just want to check this always save resources before launching and press OK button, and this is it. This is our first program, which does nothing right now. Okay, let's add something here. I want to print something to the console. Let it be system point out point print. As you might see, we have a lot of methods here, and we just pick something. And inside of these round braces, I just want to insert hello world string, and now let's try to run it. This is it. This is our first application. Now let's add something. But before that, let's discuss these lines. These two lines are very important because this is our first class, and every Java program has to have the main class. And our main class is called main. Actually, we might change it somehow. And inside of our class, we need to have some special function, or we might say method of our class, which will be called first, because our program has to have special starting point, and this is starting point of our program. This method, this function, should have name main, and we just can't change it right now. But in future I'll tell you more about these lines, but right now we should skip these details, and we might say that between these curly braces we might write some code which will be executed. And now we just have one line, and this line prints hello world in the console. So let's start it once again, and it works. Okay, what else can we add here? We might add more lines. Let's try this one. Why not? And start the program. As you might see, we have 2 lines of code, but in the console we see only 1 line. That's because after printing this hello world string, system wasn't able to insert new line for us, because we didn't want it. We wanted, but we didn't say that. And for adding this new line, we need to add a couple of letters here. Println method means that it's print line, so new line will be inserted. Let's run this program, and now we have 2 lines here, and we might add 1 more line, why not? And let it be println. Print line here and print line here, and in the end I want to print end. Actually, let's run our program, and now we can see 3 lines. If we join all the lines in 1 line, something like this, it will work the same way. And once again, the same way. Actually, we might create a very big program, and all lines might be in only 1 line, all commands, and it might work, but usually developers don't do that, because it's not very useful, because we create our program and we need to read it sometimes, and of course it's much easier to read this program if it has 3 lines. And in real big programs it might be thousands or even millions of lines, so it just cannot be situated in 1 line. Okay, what else can we do? For example, we can create a variable, and let it be string variable, string str, and every line should be ended with this semicolon operator. And here we have declared 1 string variable, and this variable can contain strings like this. And actually we might assign, let it be hello world, and str here, and of course semicolon in the end. Let's run our program, and here we can see the same output. What is variable? In variables we might store our information, and variable can have type of variable. In this case this is string variable, and the name of variable. String variable means that we can store strings inside of this variable, and in 1 variable we can store only 1 string. It might be different type of variable, it might be integer variable, or it might be something else, and in future we might use different types of variables. But for now we have only 1 variable. We might say that this is a place in the memory of computer where you can store something, and this something is string in this case. Okay, right now this println prints this line, and it's specified in println method. It's not stored somewhere because we use this line right here and only once. But this variable stores some text for us, and without quotes it means that this is variable, and content of variable should be printed. If we use double quotes here, it might mean that this is not variable, this is text. And let's run the program. And we might see str in the console. So our variable wasn't printed, because in this case, println method thinks that we want to print only text, not variable. So if we want to print variable or do something with variable, we shouldn't use these double quotes. And hello world was printed. Okay, what can we do else with our program? We might enter some string from the keyboard. For this purpose, we should use special scanner object. Let's create scanner. Scanner equals new scanner. And we need to specify system.in. This is special object we need to specify because we want to enter information from the keyboard. And here now we have an error in our program because our program doesn't know what scanner is. And we might solve this problem very easily with our mouse. Just put your mouse to the scanner word and choose this import scanner Java util and press the button. In this case, this import line will be added to our program, and it means that this scanner class, this is the name of object, this is a type actually, will be added to our program, and now we might use this name. And with help of scanner, we might enter a string from the keyboard. str enter, and we enter scanner, and the method is next line. Next line enters one string from the keyboard and puts it to the str variable. Okay, here we have one warning, and it tells us that we should close the scanner after using. Okay, let's close it. Scanner, close. And now we have no warnings in our program. Let's try it. Actually, here we don't need this hello world string because it will be replaced by string which is entered by user. Let's try it. So we want to enter something simple. For example, we want to enter QWERTY string and press enter. And our program just prints QWERTY in the console. And we might get rid of these two lines. And user can enter something else. For example, it might be a number, because numbers can be stored as strings. Okay, or it might be a name, and our program prints entered name. Okay, I want user to enter name all the time, and I want to invite him to enter the name. I can easily do it with println method. And let's add it here. Please enter your name. And then user should enter some string, and it will be the name. And then I want to say hello. Hello plus the name and plus some exclamation. And let's run the program. Please enter your name. Let it be Alex. And we can see hello Alex. Okay, it's almost done. But we should add something here, and let's change the name of our variable, because now it's name. Let's call it name. Look, now we changed the name of our variable, and now we have variable name and don't have variable named str. That's why we have errors here and here. Okay, when we put the right name of variable, we will have no errors. And actually we don't need this. But actually it might be some default name if we want. That would be empty string right now. Okay, let's run it once again. Enter your name, Alex, and hello Alex. Okay, this is basically it. This is our first Java program.